final CACC opponent is going to be against the five-time defending CACC champions, eyeing their sixth consecutive CACC title, but not off to an auspicious start here in 2024. Ted Haley, the head coach here for the Eagles in his 20th year. Tommy Matera in his second year of the head coach for the Chargers. Graduated from Southern Connecticut State University back in 2008. The Eagles with it at midfield. Again, really looking to gain some confidence back before they start conference play on Saturday. Have just been steamrolled by SNHU and Franklin Pierce University in the past two matches, being outscored 12-0. Again, that game against SNHU on Wednesday was their worst loss in program history in 20 years, losing 7-0 to the Penmen. All about gaining back that rhythm, gaining back the confidence here tonight before the real season starts on Saturday, conference play. And let's take a look at who's in net for the Eagles. It is Ricardo Morano, like I said, the graduate student from Madrid, Spain. Leopold Dufont from Paris, France. Not a great start to the year. A save percentage of 46.7, 8 goals allowed, 7 saves in his 4 games, and he does not get the start here in the 5th game of the year for the Eagles. And looking at who's in net for the Chargers, Archie Watts, the graduate student, keeper from Bristol, England. Hasn't really had to have too much action in his net through the first 4 games. 0 goals allowed, and has made 5 saves through the first 4 games for the Chargers. Again, 3-0-1. Chargers have been nearly perfect this season. Have not allowed a goal. And this is the first matchup in nearly 5 years. Last matchup was on October 15th, 2019, where the Eagles won 5-2. And Chargers looking for their first win against the Eagles in 17 years. And they are the number 2 seed in the NE10. And doesn't mean a whole lot, considering conference play has not started for either of these teams. Eagles the number 6 seed in the CACC. Again, so glad you're with us. We're playing under the lights here tonight on a professional soccer pitch, home of the Hartford Athletic, Connecticut's professional soccer team. That's a nice center ball, and it is caught by Morano. 6 minutes and 50 seconds played here in this one thus far. Morano with the player crashing in, and he hits that to Tao, I believe, and Eagles able to keep it in play miraculously. And this one's hit to midfield. Bayart settles it down. Eagles are running in transition. Bayart thought about the shot. Now he'll fire, and it's deflected out of play. And we will have our first corner kick of the match. And the Eagles will take it in that far corner. Cannot see who's taking that for the Eagles. I believe it is Francisco Sosa. Nice ball. Broken up. Goes back out to Toli. And this one is cleared all the way back to Morano. Santiago Palacios, the grad student. Garcia, again, no Felix Nassen. Not a coincidence that the Eagles have been outscored 12-0 in the past 2 games. They are missing their number 1 defender, a captain, Felix Nassen, who won the CACC Defensive Player of the Week after the Wilmington Invitational. And this is his 3rd consecutive game that he has missed due to an injury. Also, Paul Ludwig is not active here tonight, as well as Matias Milagres. 3 Eagles not suiting up here tonight. to face off against the Chargers for the first time in nearly 5 years. That's a nice ball. Will go to the far corner, and Garcia will let it go out of play. Get a goal kick here from number 1. This is DiVincenzo. Fires a long ball in the direction of Bayarts. And an Eagles throw in here on the near side. Dottoli taps it right back to Palacios. Ricardo DiVincenzo. Lost one for Dottoli. Can he track it down? No, he cannot. Alamos Nino hits that one out of play. All right, I believe they say it was last touch by Dottoli. He seemed confused there at the call. Thought it was an Eagles throw-in, and it'll be a Chargers throw-in here. Already 10 minutes gone here in the match. Sun has set. Lights are out. What a gorgeous night here for some soccer. And playing this match on a gorgeous pitch. Nifty move on the far side. Eagles look to move it in transition. A trip, a foul? No. Clean play. Throw in for the Chargers on the far side. Garcia hits one out of play into the stands. Watts sends one down the pitch. Eagles definitely look like they have a different type of urgency here tonight. A little bit of a different pepper in their step. Something to prove here. The 5-time defending CACC champions with not a great start here in 2024. Plenty of season remaining. Again, the season doesn't really start until Saturday when conference play commences. But they have not had a great showing against any 10 teams. Yeah, a big storyline coming into this one. Eagles struggling against any 10 teams, and Chargers dominating CACC teams. 3 of the 4 matches, as I have alluded to, for the Chargers have been against CACC teams. Tied against one, defeated the other 2. They tied against Bridgeport.
I just unplugged it, so it's definitely not going to work now. Checking out. I wonder if it's just a bad signal because...
Chargers moving it around here in the 18-yard box. A ball in front, broken up by Garcia. Portas comes in to get it, shares a nice ball. What a deflection! Oh, David Rosen had a point-blank look, and I believe Ricardo DiVincenzo with a huge deflection out of play and a throw-in in the far corner for the Chargers. Talk about putting your body on the line. Garcia lets it roll out of play, and a goal kick here for the Eagles. Man, they just dodged a bullet. DiVincenzo took one right off of the body, and it sailed out of play. A point-blank look from straight away for David Rosen inside of the box. DiVincenzo, a graduate student from Italia. Garcia, far side. Eagles just trying to clear it out here, and I think that one's last touched by the Chargers. So an Eagles throw in. To Al will take it.
it seems like it's working so
Taking a look at the points and the overall statistics here for the Eagles, again, like I've alluded to, just a big struggle here to start 2024. They've accumulated 5 points, and only 2 players have scored 5 points. Detoli with 4 and Botungi with 1, and they've allowed 37 points through the first 4 games. 2 goals. Their opponents have scored 13, and they've only garnered 1 assist, and their opponents with 11 assists through the first 4.
Must be what it is. It's just have to kind of move it in that direction. You're thinking. I know we tried.
Gorgeous kick downfield by Morano, by Art. In a straight jacket, shares it to Luis Rodriguez, and he will tap it to Tao. Number 17 in orange looking for a man. A nice ball to Sosa, and he taps it over to, couldn't see who that was, but it goes out of play, and the Eagles concede possession, and it'll be a throw-in for the Chargers on the far side. A couple of Chargers getting loose on the New Haven sideline. And a couple Eagles getting loose on the post sideline. One of those players is Len Fliss, the freshman from Germany. Palacios. DiVincenzo. To the middle for Detoli. And he couldn't get his foot on that one. And a takeaway here for the Chargers. Oh, nice touch there by DiVincenzo. He's had a strong start here to this one. Had that huge deflection a few possessions ago, and then he knocks that one out of play to break up the momentum here for the Chargers. Rosen, DiVincenzo right there. 1 shot on goal for New Haven, 0 for post. Total shots, New Haven 2, post 1. So that one goes off of Rosen. And it's Palacios by Art. Ooh, what a nifty play. That one's hit out of play, and a throw in here for the Chargers. That was Diego Righi. Sort of behind the back kick there. Sailed out of play. Davide Maiello quickly closed out by Art. Looks for the give and go, but he's got a man upfield. This is Sosa. Turning on the Jets, angling into the middle, firing a shot, and it sails above the goal. Eagles are playing fast here tonight. You can tell the urgency here. They understand how important it is to get a win here tonight for the confidence heading into CACC play. I mean, their confidence has just been destructed here in the last 2 games against SNHU and Franklin Pierce, being outscored 12-0 combined in those 2 games. An uncharacteristic showing here to the start of the 2024 season for the 5-time defending CACC champs. I mean, they are in a unprecedented run here in the CACC. Ted Haley in his 20th year has done just a superb job. Eagles eyeing their 6th consecutive conference title here in 2024. Excellent ball, and who else is there but DiVincenzo to take it away? What a start here for number 22 in orange, the graduate student. Tao taps it. Goes back to DiVincenzo, and he looks to send a line drive across the pitch to Palacios. 17:52 elapsed here in this one as Palacios is tripped up, and a clear foul. The official right there. And we have some collision after the whistle. The official right on it to make sure no brouhaha develops. Botungi will just tap it right back to DiVincenzo, and he'll get it right back. Palacios near side midfield. Botungi. Nice feed. Rodriguez. Far side for Tao. Eagles moving the ball very nicely here to start this one. I personally called the game against SNHU. They weren't able to garner any ball movement against the Penmen, but doing a much better job of moving the ball here tonight against the Chargers. Again, Chargers the number 2 seed in the NE10. Eagles the number 6 seed in the CACC. Granted, doesn't mean a whole lot without CACC play or conference play starting. Palacios looks for the give and go. And that one is booted out of play by number 16 in white. Gianluca Trastulli. Palacios with the throw in to Dottoli. Gets it right back to number 3. He sends a ball to the middle. Right idea, just a little outside of that 6-yard box. Foul. Goes against Anthony Denny. And he is in disbelief at the whistle. So it'll be a free kick here for the Eagles just outside that 18-yard box. Garcia and Sosa right near the ball as the official is getting the Chargers set up. Sosa and Garcia right there. Sosa fires and it's deflected out of play. And the second corner kick of the game here will be taken by the Eagles, and Sosa jogs over to the far corner. 21-10 elapsed here in the match. And just a gorgeous orange moon is rising over the pitch here, right behind the goal of the Chargers. Here's the corner. Broken up. Garcia. And a handball. Goal kick here. Watts with a nice ball to midfield. Rosen couldn't get his foot on it, and it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles on the near side. Just a reminder that this is technically a home game here for the Chargers, although it is at a neutral site. Marked by Art. Trying to lead one for Tau. And Watts comes out of the 6-yard box to corral it and roll it out on a little bit of an outlet pass there. Davide Maiello, number 12 in white, runs out of room.
Mike, we're good now. It looks good now. I think you're going to tell me something else is wrong. Her stats just went down. We're good, though. We're good.
Eagles quickly turn it over.
Feel for soccer, doing baseball every game in a row.
Throw into the corner, I believe. Maiello retrieves it, tries to send the ball towards the middle, broke it up. Eagles with some stifling defense here to start, and they're able to clear it out of their defensive zone, but it goes right back to it. Trastulli has it taken away. Righi. Dottoli comes to get it and to work it back to a back. Marcus Botungi, the tap to Au. Foot race, Palacios and Rosen. And Palacios wins that and slaps that one out of play. Watts with a long ball downfield. He's got a great kick in net. Foul. Another one. Called on the Chargers. I believe that is Davide Maiello, and an Eagle is down on the pitch. Cannot see who that is. I believe it is Francisco Sosa. And a wonderful sign, able to get it up to his feet. Chargers looking for their first victory against the Eagles in 17 years. The Eagles have won the last 3 meetings. First time playing each other in nearly 5 years. Last matchup, October 15, 2019. Eagles won that one 5-2. Chargers representing the NE10 and the Eagles representing the CACC. Here's Bayard looking for the angle. Nice pass to Rodriguez. Tao coming in. And he sends a shot above the net and out of play. Denny, 6 in white, sends one down the pitch, and DiVincenzo's been all over the pitch here tonight. Gets his foot on it. Garcia the header to number 17 in orange. DiVincenzo the box out. And Morano with a ground ball strike. Goes right to the Chargers here. .25.5 gone here in the match. So glad you're with us here on the Nest Network. Your Post University Athletic Communications team working hard here on the road to set up the stream here tonight on a professional soccer pitch. Trinity Health Stadium, home to the Hartford Athletic, Connecticut's professional soccer team. And an NCAA Division II matchup taking place on this gorgeous Tuesday night in September. Clear night with a full moon in the state's capital, Hartford, Connecticut. Final game before conference play will begin on Saturday for both of these squads. A flawless, pristine start here to the 2024 campaign for the Chargers. The same cannot be said for the Eagles, but they've done a great job here to start this one. Seems like the Eagles here in 26 minutes and 40 seconds have had a slight edge over the Chargers. Just in terms of pace, controlling the game. Palacios, center ball, and Denny breaks it up. Flying in is Botungi, and the clear by the Chargers. Takeaway. Trastulli. Diego Riggi works it back to the back here, Palacios, and he's got Garcia in a nice little give and go. Detoli. Right back to one of the two captains again. Felix Nasson missing his 3rd consecutive match. The other captain here with Garcia. Not a coincidence that the Eagles have been outscored 12-0 in the past 2 games, missing arguably their best defender. And that is a gorgeous ball. Morano comes out of the 6-yard box to make the grab and rolls it out to Detoli. 28 minutes gone here in the match. Still a 0-0 score. Eagles wanted the foul there. And the foul is called right there. Game's starting to get a little chippy here. And it looks like we're ready to see our first substitutions of the match here. Sandro Branquinho, the senior midfielder from Portugal, who is leading the Chargers in points here this season, with 5 getting set to check in, as well as Kanturk Akgul, number 18 in white. They're getting set to check in. Palacios tries to center one and is broken up by Varnbach. And some stellar defense there from the Chargers. Luis Rodriguez taps it. Garcia intercepted. Maiello leads one to the far corner. DiVincenzo has been stellar on the defensive side. Breaks it up, and it goes out of play. Last touch by the Chargers. Simone Hemmler, number 16 for the Eagles, getting set to come in as well. The senior from Germany. Hemmler has played in all 4 of the games here for the Eagles. Started against SNHU on Wednesday in that brutal loss. Marcus Botungi taps it. Palacios. Totoli has Palacios to his right. Feeds it to him. Gets it right back. Totoli towards the 18-yard box. That is Luis Rodriguez. Bayart gets chipped. Totoli. Eagles reset. A little over 31 minutes gone here in the match. Still a 0-0 score here at Trinity Health Stadium. Chargers looking for their first victory over the Eagles in 17 years. 10th all-time matchup. Another Charger getting set to come in here is Denny Iljazzy, who wore number 14 for post last year, a former Eagle. Getting set to come out onto the pitch to play against some old friends and say hello. Almo's Nino. Varnbach right back to number 19. Towards the middle. Denny. Closed out by Rodriguez, and he goes to the far side. And that's a clear foul. Garcia with the shove. And the official right there to call him out on it. Didn't see who drew the foul. Diego Silva, Len Fliss, and Simone Hemmler. 3 Eagles getting set to sub in. And a free kick for the Chargers on the far side. Right outside of that 18-yard box. And golden opportunity here for UNH. Whistle sounds. And a line drive boot towards the far post. And Tao hits that one up to the sky. Wow, what a shot. Varnbach, excuse me, delivered a missile, and it just sailed over the net. And some substitutions coming in here, a plethora of subs for both teams.
Replacing number 16, Gianluca Rastrulli. Entering the game, number 8, Sandro Branquino. Replacing number 12, Davide Aiello. Entering the game, number 7, Denny Iljazi. Replacing number 20, Mattia Aiello. Entering the game, number 10, Adam Lindstrom. Replacing number 11, Albert Portas. Entering the game, number 13, Thomas Oros. Replacing number 2, David Rosen.
So some fresh legs out onto the pitch for both teams. Again, Denny Iljazi.
Post Eagles. Entering the game, number 16, Simon Hemler. Replacing number 17, Nathan Cow. Entering the game, number 18, Diego Silva. Replacing number 8, Marcus Bogungi. Entering the game, number 19, Len Bliss. Replacing number 7, Francisco Sosa.
So you heard all the substitutions there announced by the PA announcer here at Trinity Health Stadium. 7 new players out onto the pitch for both teams. 4 for the Chargers and 3 for the Eagles. One of those 4 Chargers, Denny Iljazi, who was on the championship team last year for the Eagles from Florence, Italy. This year is a graduate student for UNH. Didn't have to travel too far in transferring schools, Post in Waterbury, Connecticut, and UNH obviously in New Haven. 35 minutes and 30 seconds elapsed here in this one. Still no score in Hartford, Connecticut, the state's capital. Detoli tries to take on 2 defenders, and a nice tackle there. Thomas Oros with a beautiful tackle, number 13 in white. Iljazi hits it off of his former teammate Garcia, and a throw in here for Oros and the Chargers. Branquino in the 18-yard box trying to take out his do-it-yourself kit. Iljazi fires one off of an eagle. And I guess it was not off an eagle. It'll be a goal kick here for Morano. Rodriguez with the theft. He's got a teammate to the far side at midfield. Rodriguez gets it back, sends it over to Palacios. Detoli looks for the give and go. He's got it. Detoli fires, and it's saved. Watts rolls it out on the outlet. Palacios and DiVincenzo playing catch. Eagles not in a hurry. Detoli. Eagles again the ball movement here tonight has been a lot better than it has been the last two games. Again, been outscored 12-0 in the last two games against SNHU on Wednesday, 7-0, and then against Franklin Pierce University on Sunday, 5-0. Playing their third consecutive NE10 opponent, the University of New Haven Chargers, the number 2 seed in the NE10. They have been as perfect as you can be here to start 2024. 3-0-1. They haven't allowed a goal in net through their first 4 games. They've scored 11, and they're looking to beat the Eagles for the first time in 17 years, as this one will sail out of play past the far post, and it'll be a goal kick for Ricardo Morano, the graduate student from Madrid, Spain, who has been fantastic here tonight, appearing in his second game. And Leopold Dufont has started in all 4. Morano making his first start of the year. 0-0 game. 39 minutes and 18 seconds have gone by. First matchup in nearly 5 years between these two programs. Eagles, a 5-time defending CACC champions, eyeing their 6th consecutive conference title. But it's been a rough start here to 2024. But they look outstanding here tonight against a fierce NE10 opponent. Big storyline here coming into this one. Eagles struggles against NE10 opponents here to start 2024. Chargers finding a lot of success against CACC opponents here to start 2024. 3 of their 4 games that they've played here have been against CACC opponents. They opened up the year beating Holy Family 4-0. Then they beat Dominican 5-0, and they tied against Bridgeport 0-0. And their most recent game was at Malloy, where they won 2-0. Malloy not a CACC opponent. Both of these teams, they start their conference schedule on Saturday. A lot of people like to say that is when the real season begins, and there's a lot of truth to that. The Eagles on an unprecedented run in the CACC. 5 consecutive titles. Ted Haley in his 20th year has made this program a team to fear with the reputation that they have built over the past couple years. And offsides is called on the Chargers with 41 minutes gone here in the game. Still 0-0. Again, Griffin Castle on hand. Thrilled you're with us here on this gorgeous Tuesday night in September under the lights here at Trinity Health Stadium, home of the Hartford Athletic, Connecticut's professional soccer team. Technically a home game here for the Chargers. However, it is at a neutral site. Garcia with a nice ball. It goes over to Bayart on the left side. Centers one in, and it is broken up by Anthony Denny. A nice play by number 6 in white. Denny, a graduate student from France. Eagles will have a throw-in on the far corner. 2 corners during this match thus far. Eagles have had both of the corners, and that one will go out on Len Fliss, I believe. The 6'3" freshman from Germany, wearing number 19 on the back of his jersey. Didn't start in this one, coming off of the bench here a few minutes ago. 42 minutes, 10 seconds gone. And a 0-0 game. The interception. DiVincenzo has been spectacular. Eagles with an opportunity of fire, and it goes above the nets. I believe that was Rodriguez. Yes, that was Luis Rodriguez unleashing one from outside the 18-yard box. Here's a nice opportunity for the Chargers. Gould looked like he had the angle, but instead passed it up. Gould gets it back. Looks for the give and go. Excellent defense there by the Eagles. I believe that was Diego Righi involved, number 15 in orange. We don't have exactly the close vantage point as we do at Lemoy Field, a little high up. This one is a professional soccer stadium here at Trinity Health Stadium. We are right next to the sideline at Lemoy Field. Anthony Denny shares it. Almos Nino works it back to Watts, the keeper. He's got a strong leg. He sends one down the pitch towards the 18-yard box on the Eagles side, and Garcia and Iljazi, two former teammates, go up for the header. Garcia won that one, and it is Detoli with the box out. In a tight space here, takeaway, Akul, Iljazi, near corner, sends one towards the middle, and Diego Silva is right there for the Eagles. And a few Eagles hit the turf here. Santiago Palacios being attended to by the official. Luca Detoli also on the pitch, but I think he's just stretching. Yeah, he's just stretching his legs out a little bit. He rises up to his feet, and so does Palacios. So a good sign there for Eagles fans. Palacios has played all 44 minutes here in this one. A graduate student from Spain in his first year with the program. .30 seconds remaining in half number one. 0-0 is the score between these two premier Division II Connecticut soccer teams in the NCAA. That one will go out of play. Last touch by the Eagles. And that will do it for the first 45 minutes. We head to halftime. Eagles 0, Chargers 0. Chargers looking for the first victory against the Eagles in 17 years. Eagles looking to get back on track after their 1-2-1 start here in 2024. You are watching Division II Men's Soccer, presented by the Nest Network. We'll be back after halftime. All right, halftime is nearing its conclusion, and let's go. Let's get started for the start of the second half here at Trinity Health Stadium, located in the state's capital in Hartford, Connecticut. Trinity Health Stadium, home of Connecticut's professional soccer team, the Hartford Athletic. As we welcome you back upstairs inside to the broadcast booth, Griffin Cast on hand. So glad you've been able to tune in on this gorgeous Tuesday night in September. 0-0 as we are getting set for the start of the second half. As we take a look at our first half stats, total shots, post 6, New Haven 4, shots on goal 1-1, corner kicks, post 2, New Haven 0, fouls, New Haven 6, post 5. Both goalies have made a save here. Ricardo Morano, in his first start of the year for a post, has been spectacular, and Archie Watts, who has a save percentage of 100 here this season. Coming into this one with 5 saves, 0 goals allowed. Chargers looking for their first victory against the Eagles in 17 years. Eagles have won the last 3 meetings. It's the first matchup in nearly 5 years, where the Eagles won on October 15th, 2019, 5-2. The Eagles 1-2-1 to start the 2024 campaign. The Chargers have been flawless, 3-0-1. And through 4.5 games, they haven't allowed a goal into the back of the net. 11 goals, 0 goals allowed. Eagles with a much better effort here in that first half than we've seen the past 2 games. Again, they've been outscored 12-0 in the past 2 games, both against any 10 opponents. On Wednesday, they face off against SNHU at home, where they had their worst loss in 20 years, losing 7-0 to the Penmen, and then losing 5-0 to Franklin Pierce a few days later on Sunday. But a much better start here to this one against a fierce opponent in the NE10, the University of New Haven Chargers, as they are the number 2 seed in the NE10. Eagles the number 6 seed in the CACC. Again, that doesn't mean a whole lot with conference play starting for both of these 2 teams. Here we go. We're ready for the start of the second half. So glad you're with us. In Hartford, Connecticut, Griffin Cass on hand. This presentation of Division II men's soccer, 2 elite programs here in Connecticut, presented by the Nest Network. This is the 10th all-time matchup, 4-5 all-time were the Eagles against the Chargers, and the second half is underway. Chargers will start with it, moving from left to right, and off we go. Felipe Garcia with a nice tap, a little bit of a strong intensity here from both teams to start the second half. And Charger down on the pitch. That is the former Eagle, Denny Iljazzy. In a world of pain on the turf. Denny Iljazzy, a graduate student forward from Florence, Italy. And a great sign, he's able to get back up on his feet and walk on his own. And he is going to leave the pitch here. It is, I believe, no, it looks like he's actually staying in the game. Yeah, so Little Jazzy is all good. He remains on the pitch, and we resume play. And another Charger down on the pitch on that far side. Cannot see who that is from this far away. It might be Kanturka Ghoul, number 18. Francisco Sosa, challenged by Sandro Branquino, and he sends a line drive opposite of the pitch. Ricardo Morano, in his first start of the year in net, sends one over here to Luis Rodriguez, and he kicks that one out of play. Throw-in for the Chargers here on the near side. Eagles on Saturday will face off against Wilmington University in their first conference game of the year. And for the Chargers, they will host St. Michael's on Saturday, a night game at 7 p.m. for their first conference game of the year in the NE10. Big story coming in to this one. Eagles struggled against NE10 opponents here to start this year, and the opposite can be said here for these Chargers against CACC opponents. They've played 3 CACC teams, beating 2, tying against 1. Their previous game was against Malloy, where they won 2-0. Malloy not a CACC team. And they play their 4th game against the CACC opponents, the 5-time defending CACC champions, the Post University Eagles, and it's a 0-0 game. A few minutes gone here in the second half. It'll be a goal kick here for Archie Watts and the Chargers. Thrilled you could be tuned in here. We're under the lights, a night game here at the home of the Hartford Athletic at Trinity Health Stadium in the state's capital, Hartford, Connecticut. Couldn't ask for a better night for some soccer here. A full moon eyeing down on the pitch. There is Adam Lindstrom with a shot and a save. A little bit of a dangerous scenario there for the Eagles. But Ricardo Morano with his second save of the match. Excellent tackle there by the former Eagle, Denny Iljazzy, and his teammates applaud. That was Simone Hemler in his first year with the Eagles. Tosses one in to Felipe Garcia. Again, no Felix Nassen. Missing his 3rd consecutive game, the other captain. He and Felipe Garcia, both captains here for the Eagles. Not a coincidence that the Eagles have been outscored 12-0 in their past 2 games, missing arguably their best defender. That's another beautiful tackle by number 7, the former Eagle, Iljazzy. Hemler. Daniel Ellen with the header, and now it goes over to Lindstrom. And the intensity is definitely picked up here a little bit to start this second half. Both teams in a 0-0 game. Physicality has definitely picked up a little bit. And right on cue there, a big tackle there, and the official blows his whistle, and a foul goes against the Eagles. And it looks like we're going to have our first yellow card of the game. Marcus Botungi, the culprit. So Botungi with the yellow.
Was it on?
So we resume play here. Akul with a nice ball. Broken up by Botungi. It looks like the Chargers want a handball. And the bench is incensed at the no call. Notera and Haley having a conversation. Fight for the ball on the far side. Denny is there for the Chargers. And he hits one to DiVincenzo, who is spectacular. Last half, Eagles look to move in transition here in the takeaway by the Chargers. Little under 40 minutes remaining here in regulation. Still 0-0. Chargers looking to beat the Eagles for the first time in 17 years. Eagles looking to win their 4th consecutive game against the Chargers and even up the all-time record at 5-5 in the 10th all-time matchup. Awkward positioning there in that corner. Botungi right outside of the 18-yard box tries to send one to the middle, goes back to him off of the deflection. Now Sosa pumped it, tries to feed, and that one is kicked out of play. Daniel Ellen, the junior defender from Sweden, and a throw in here for the Eagles. Hemler will toss it in. Hemler. Rodriguez. Through a nest of defenders, hits it out of play off of Fischella, I believe. Dottoli comes to get the throw in. And some nice defense there by Akul. And the clear. Nice defense there by the Chargers. DiVincenzo sends one down the pitch to Denny. He fields it off his chest and hits that one high up in the sky. Not a lot of resistance shown by these two teams, and an offsides is called. A killer there for the Chargers. Iljazzy, the former Eagle, just a little offsides there. The right call, it seems, from our vantage point up here in the broadcast booth. It'll go back to Morano. Line drive. Nice ball. Varnbach with the header. Branquino gets clipped by Garcia. And he is in a world of pain. And a yellow card will go on one of the two captains for the Eagles. So back-to-back yellow cards here for the Eagles to start this second half. And the physicality and intensity has certainly picked up here to start this second half. Both of these two teams grappling and fighting here to try and break the seal open in a 0-0 game. Akul will take the free kick. It looks like he's going to try and angle one to the far post. Sends it towards the middle, broken up by Dottoli. An excellent play by number 10, the graduate student. Tries to lead Sosa, and that one will sail out of play. A few substitutions, or actually not a few, a plethora of substitutions getting ready and loose on their respective sidelines. It looks like we have 5 Eagles warming up and 5 Chargers warming up. Hemler, DiVincenzo. Fischella with the header. Botungi fields it off of his lap. Some momentum here by Art. Tries to make a defender miss, and a beautiful takeaway. Nice ball. Iljazzy. Bobbled it just a little bit. Cuts it back to the middle. Fires a shot. Wide right. Nearly 10 minutes gone here in the second half. Still 0-0. In the first meeting in nearly 5 years between these two programs. Chargers out of the NE10. Eagles out of the CACC. And so glad you've been able to tune in here tonight on this gorgeous Tuesday, September night. Griffin Cass on hand. His presentation of Division II men's soccer, brought to you by the Nest Network. Fantastic athletic communication staff here at Post making the trip down to Trinity Health Stadium to provide the stream. Nice opportunity here. Lindstrom thought about it. Fischella will fire. Oh, a pass and a header deflected out of play. That was DiVincenzo, who has been all over the pitch, coming up with excellent deflections here in this one. Number 22 in orange. Where would the Eagles be without Ricardo DiVincenzo? He's been the MVP here in this one for the Eagles. And the first corner kick of the game here for the Chargers. Akul will take it. I mean, you cannot understate it, the impact that Ricardo DiVincenzo has provided the Eagles here tonight. Had an outstanding deflection from point-blank range in the first couple minutes of this one. Nice ball towards the center, kind of sails out of the box. Here's a David Rosen shot from straight away, and DiVincenzo deflected out of play, and he comes up with a huge header just now. And Garcia kicks that one out of play. 11 minutes gone here in the second half. Still 0-0. 6 total shots for both squads. 2 shots on goal for New Haven, 1 for Post. 2 corners for the Eagles, 1 for the Chargers. Total fouls 7-7. Been a lot of fouls here. 14 in total. Give and go. Fischella runs out of room. 2 yellow cards for the Eagles. Botungi and Garcia. Dottoli wanted a foul. Branquino, who leads the Chargers in points, shares it to the far side. This is Lindstrom, I believe, trying to put the shake and bake move on. No, this is Thomas Oros, and a nice slide tackle there by Palacios, and he keeps it in play. Eagles with the takeaway. Not cool. Nice cross. Over here to Fischella. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he can. Met by 2 Eagles. Trying to take out his do-it-yourself kit. And they say last touch by the Chargers. Chargers bench have not been pleased with the officials here in the second half. I mean, that one did look like it was last touch by Felipe Garcia from our vantage point. Chargers starting to get a little aggravated here with the officials. And Len Fliss, the 6'3" freshman from Germany, will sub in. Diego Riggi takes a seat for the Eagles. And a goal kick here for the Eagles. Ricardo Morano. What a boot. Downfield, goes way past midfield. Botungi off of his head. Luis Rodriguez in a little bit of a straitjacket here. Can he get out of it? Yes, he can, and he sends a crossing ball over to Palacios on the far side. Sosa keeps it in play. Near side, right outside the 18-yard box. Hemler with a crossing ball. And Fliss with the header wide left of the net. An excellent look there. Nice center ball there. Hemler bend one in. And Fliss had a nice opportunity but could not execute. Coming up on 14 minutes gone here in the second half. Still a 0-0 game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a good finish coming up for you here at Trinity Health Stadium in Hartford, Connecticut. Archie Watts with a goal kick. He's got a strong leg, and he sends one down the pitch. Nice feet there by Botungi. And Rodriguez turns it right back over. Anthony Denny. He's got 3 Eagles around him. Needs to give it up. Nice play there by Dottoli. Throw in for the Chargers on the far side. Garcia's got Sosa. Sosa crosses it. Palacios comes to get it. A little under 30 minutes remaining here in regulation. The score still 0-0. What a match it has been. Both of these teams not giving each other an inch. Eagles with a much better showing here against their third consecutive NE10 opponent. Outscored 12-0 by the previous two NE10 opponents, SNHU 7-0, then Franklin Pierce University 5-0. And the Eagles will have their third corner kick of the match. Francisco Sosa will take it here in the near corner. Got him generate something here out of the corner kicks. You never know how many you're going to get in a match. A golden opportunity to try and center one in and find the back of the net. There is a high arcing ball towards the middle, and Watts has got springs in his legs and taps that one over the net. Out of play. It was 61-25. Gone here in the match. Eagles will take the corner kick once more. Their fourth of the match. Sosa, who delivered a nice ball towards the middle just now. Tries it again. Another nice one, and it's headed in! Marcus Botungi puts it into the back of the net. Eagles break the seal. Botungi with his first goal of the year, and it is 1-0 post. Marcus Botungi, the junior from Norway, huge header.
Goal scored by number 8, Marcus Botungi.
Rosen with a nice feed. Golden opportunity for the Chargers. Saved. Morano with a nice save. Goes back to the 18-yard box and a shot wide left. A golden opportunity there for the Chargers, and they cannot capitalize. So Eagles score at the 62nd minute. Marcus Botungi with his third point of the year, his first goal. And finally, someone other than Luca Dettoli puts one into the back of the net. Dettoli had both of his goals in the Wilmington Invitational to start the year. Looks like the officials just missed a handball there by the Chargers. Botungi with the previous goal shares it. Dettoli right back to number 8. Dettoli down on the pitch. Botungi to Rodriguez. Botungi, nice ball. Hemler. Chargers try the give and go, and it is intercepted there by none other than number 22, Ricardo DiVincenzo. Sandro Branquino leading the Chargers in points this year. Looking for the angle, tries to center one in, and it is deflected out of play there. Nice slide tackle there by number 3, Santiago Palacios, and the second corner kick of the game here for New Haven.
Sometimes it does that. One time, I think it was Jake clicked it or whatever, and then the stream just shut off. It is lagging right now, but we can't do anything about it. Yeah. It didn't lag on the goal, though, so we got that.
Hey, that's.
This computer is so stupid.
Our stream went out this summer. One of the only home runs at Muzzy. Our stream went out during one of the only home runs at Muzzy this summer.
Corner kick here for the Chargers. Ball near the mid post. 2 headers. And the Eagles able to clear. Botungi taps. Rodriguez does not have enough room. We are at the 65th minute. 1-0 Eagles. If you're just tuning in, Marcus Botungi headed one in on the corner kick for his first goal of the year. And a nip and tug match here. Eagles able to break the seal open first in a game where it's not a must win because we're not even at conference play yet, and it's a non-conference game in the beginning of the year, but it's a must win to get your confidence back. I mean, they've been outscored 12-0 in the previous 2 games against any 10 opponents. Not a must win, but a must get your confidence back. And the Eagles' confidence has definitely been restored a little bit here with this 1-0 lead. Can they hang on? David Rosen tries a flurry of moves, and Simone Hemler says, "Give me that," and shares it to Sosa. Nice slide tackle. Anthony Denny. Len Fliss, a freshman. And Fliss and Denny hit the turf, and Fliss is in pain. Total shots here, post 10. New Haven 8, shots on goal, post 3. New Haven 3. The clock is still running here. 66 minutes, 40 seconds gone here in the match. Approaching the midway point here of the second half, a 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Trying to win their 4th consecutive game match against the Chargers all time. 4-5 all time. Last match was nearly 5 years ago where the Eagles won on October 15th, 2019, 5-2. Chargers have not beaten the Eagles in 17 years. Eagles trying to hand the Chargers their first loss. And Marcus Botungi's goal was the first goal scored against the Chargers this year. Coming into this one, they allowed 0 goals through the first 4 games, scored 11. And Botungi erases that and gets one past Archie Watts for the first time this year. Diego Riggi to sub in. Marked by Art to sub out. Throw in for post on the near side. Hemler will toss in. Approaching the 68th minute. Under the lights here in the state's capital, Hartford, Connecticut, at Trinity Health Stadium, home of the Hartford Athletics. So glad you've been able to tune in.
Number 12, W.A. Yellow. Replacing number 18, Con Kirk at goal.
Watts kind of mistimed that kick. A rarity for him with his strong leg.
Substitution for the Post Eagles. Entering the game, number 15, Diego Riggi. Replacing number 29, Mark Bayer.
Palacios shares it to Tolley. Tries to give and go. Didn't have enough on the pass. Lindstrom stays onside. Chargers with it coming on the far side. Pass deflected, and it's cleared as it stays in play. And the Chargers will reset with the backs here. Anthony Denny has got Rosen. It's intercepted off of the header by Hemler. Sosa. Some sauce there. Branquino. There's a shot. Sails over the net. Diego Silva will sub in. Luis Rodriguez will grab a seat here at the 70th minute.
Substitution from Post Eagles entering the game, number 18, Diego Silva. Replacing number 20, Luis Rodriguez.
Late whistle called on Botungi. He's picked up a yellow card here in this one, and he does not argue. Smart decision there by number 8. And a Charger down on the pitch. That is Sandro Branquino, leading the squad in points here through the first 4 games. He comes up off of his feet. And we have reached the 71st minute here in this one. Time is starting to not be on the Chargers' side. Situation not dire yet, but nearing that point. The 1-0 game, Post leads it, trying to hand the Chargers their first loss of the season. Portas, excellent ball. Oh, and he got off of his feet. Morano with a nice save, and he'll roll it out to Hemler. Daniel Ellen receives it. Keeps it in play. And Felipe Garcia will work it back to the keeper. Nice give and go. And an excellent deflection out of play there by none other than Ricardo DiVincenzo, who's been spectacular here in this one. On the defensive side, has said his name so many times, has come up with so many huge defensive plays. Portas with a nice ball, and Morano secures. Under 18 minutes remaining here in regulation. Eagles lead at 1-0. Both teams start conference play on Saturday, working out the kinks before the real season commences. Here at Trinity Health Stadium, located in Hartford, Connecticut, home of Hartford Athletic. So glad you've been able to tune in here on this Tuesday night of Division II men's soccer. Griffin Cass on hand. Branquino with a burst of speed down the near side. Adam Lindstrom has got it here. Tries to bend one in, didn't have enough on that pass, and Garcia with the takeaway. Approaching the waning minutes of the game. The Eagles lead at 1-0, clinging to a 1-0 lead. Marcus Botungi with the header off of the corner kick at the 62nd minute. His first goal of the year, 3rd point. Handing the Chargers their first goal allowed this year. Dangerous pass intercepted. Albert Portas against Garcia. There is a shot. and it is way outside. Mattia Maiello, Eric Cedarberg, and David Wang coming out onto the pitch here. Cedarberg and Wang's first minutes here coming at the 74th minute.
Eric Searberg for PlayStation number 2, David Rosen. Maiello for PlayStation number 10, Adam Lindstrom. Entering the game number 23, David Wong for PlayStation number 13, Thomas Oros.
Nice kick downfield by Morano.
Substitution for the Coast Eagles.
Ellen.
Number 17, Nathan Howe. For PlayStation number 7, Francisco.
Botangi with the foul. 9 fouls now for the Eagles, 9 for the Chargers. Total shots and shots on goal is even. 10-10 in shots, and shots on goal 3-3. Albert Portas settles it down. Branquino sends one to the far corner. Not able to hook up there with Wang. And it goes out of play, and it'll be a goal kick here for Morano. Clock stops at 76:03. Nathan Tao back out onto the pitch. Has only played 35 minutes here in this one. Hemler fires. And it kind of died out in the air there, and Watts with the grab. Felipe Garcia, Luca Dottoli, Ricardo DiVincenzo. 3 Eagles that have played all 76 minutes here in this one. Here is Cedarberg near side. Deflected by DiVincenzo once more. He comes up big for the Eagles. And a push in the back, a foul. The official right there to make the play, to make the call. Garcia draws the foul. And it goes on number 15, Eric Cedarberg, the junior from Sweden. Under remaining in regulation. Eagles trying to hold on and get their first victory since September 5th. Dottoli fields it. Botangi in a straitjacket gets it to Silva. And he works it back to DiVincenzo. Tao. Silva. Nice ball to the far corner. That's going to sail out of play. Stifling defense there by Hemler and Reiki. And a lot of contact there between Branquino and Dottoli. We're certainly going to get a yellow card here, it appears. And it looks like we're definitely going to get a card. It just depends on if it's going to be a yellow or a red. Eagles conveying that they want a red card. Clock stopped at 78:08. And we're about to get the card here, and it is going to be a yellow on number 8, Sandro Branquino. So first yellow card of the game here for the Chargers.
used to work here, I think.
Yeah, all the players over there that are not in line. Out up here, there's a line that way we have a light, but also line just in case like audio goes out. Keep it moving! Just before that, I'm like,
Sounds like some of the fans urging the officials to get on with it and resume play. Little under 12 minutes remaining here in regulation, a 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Chargers have not beaten the Eagles in 17 years. And they're in danger of being handed their first loss here in 2024. So it's going to be a free kick here for number 10, the graduate student, Luca Dottoli. And play resumes. Garcia hits that one high up into the air. Morano retreats back. Wang with some fresh legs here, making two defenders miss. Portas receives the pass. Cuts it back to the middle. Fires. And it's caught. We've reached the 79th minute. Eagles a few minutes away from restoring order on their 2024 campaign. After two brutal showings against two NE10 opponents, they look a lot stronger here against New Haven, the number 2 seed in the NE10. Garcia. Cedarburg. Desperation is kicked in here for the Chargers. With 10 minutes remaining, trying to find the equalizer here. A shot deflected. Silva. Portas got that shot off. Wang. Met by two. Silva, the takeaway. He's boxing him out. And a foul is called on the Chargers. We've reached to the 80th minute. Luis Rodriguez, marked by Art, Francisco Sosa getting ready to come back in here for the Eagles. Gianluca Trastulli, number 16 for the Chargers, getting set to come back in. A gorgeous kick down the pitch from Morano. It goes to number 17 in orange, Nathan Tao, starting this one. Hasn't played a whole lot of minutes. Branquino hits that one out of play. Eagles, 5th corner kick of the game. We're going to get some substitutions coming out onto the pitch here. Stopped at 80-49. Riggy, Silva, and Tao all exiting the pitch for the Eagles. Towards the center, and what a save. Another gorgeous ball off of the corner kick. Eagles extremely close there to their second goal of the game. And a nice save by Watts. Branquino. Dottoli the takeaway, and it's a handball. The Chargers get that call. Branquino with the free kick. Under 9 minutes remaining in regulation. Desperation has fully kicked into fifth gear here for the Chargers. Trying to stay undefeated. They need a miracle here. Center ball deflected. Palacios puts his body on the line. And that one will sail out of play. Throw in for the Chargers on the far side. And subs coming out onto the pitch here. Thomas Leiden, number 31, as well as Luke Fischilla. Thomas Leiden seeing his first minutes here in this one. The freshman forward from Thornwood, New York.
Entering the game, number 31, Thomas Leiden, replacing number 8, Sandro Brandino.
Thomas Leiden appearing in his 5th game here in this one, here in this season. We're at the 82nd minute. Eagles looking to hang on. Nice give and go. Sosa and Rodriguez leads the ball for Fliss, the freshman. Offsides. Again, so glad you've been able to tune in here at Trinity Health Stadium, located in the state's capital, home of the Hartford Athletic, Connecticut's professional soccer team. Technically a home game here for the Chargers. At a neutral site, slide tackle there. Garcia and Cedarburg shaken up after the play, but it appears that he is okay. Clock is still going. We're at the 83rd minute. And now the clock is 11. And another yellow card called on the Eagles. Their 3rd yellow of the game. And a free kick here for Albert Portas. Ted Haley incensed. Haley is pleading that it should be a throw-in, not a free kick here. And Ted Haley has just been assessed a yellow card. 4th yellow card of the match for the Eagles. The officials not having it. So clock stopped at 83-11. And a free kick here for Albert Portas. Portas unleashes towards the far post. The header is vacuumed in. Morano falls on it. Excellent ball there by Portas. Honestly, couldn't have been better. And Felipe Garcia from that previous slide tackle is shaken up. Clock stopped at 83-26.
Post-game interview on the stream.
There you go. You probably can remember, even though it's so rare.
Clock is back and running. Under 7 minutes remaining here in regulation. Eagles looking to hang on for their first win since September 5th. And get back on track here in this 2024 campaign right before they start CACC play on Saturday, eyeing their 6th consecutive conference championship. And a corner for the Eagles, their 5th. They scored on one at the 62nd minute. Sosa sent one towards the middle, and Botungi did the rest with the top of his head. Here's the corner. High arcing ball to the far post. And Fliss tried to kick that one in, but couldn't time it correctly. Under 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Sosa looking to break away. Fliss gets back on sides. And we're under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles looking to hang on and get their 4th consecutive victory over the Chargers all time. And their first victory in nearly 2 weeks. Towards the center! Sosa! And it doesn't count. Offsides on the Eagles. Sosa just tried to deliver the dagger.
And offside.
And not a time to argue here for the Eagles. Just get back. Focus on closing this one out. 4 minutes remaining. A tough blow there for the Eagles. That would have been the game right there. And we are at the 86th minute, throwing for the Eagles on the far side. There's a foul on the Eagles. Chargers looking to move quickly. And another yellow card is assessed. That is the 6th total yellow card on the game. Hemler clears. We're at the 87th minute. Eagles 3 minutes away from a huge victory before conference play will start on Saturday. If the Eagles can hang on here in the next 2.5 minutes, we will interview Marcus Botungi, who scored the goal at the 62nd minute, so make sure to stick around for that, as we will talk to the player of the game. And talking about the player of the game, you cannot leave Ricardo DiVincenzo's name out of that conversation. What a game he's had on the defensive side. He's played the entire match. He's just been so valuable for this squad here today. He's come up with so many big plays on the defensive side. And he has just been everywhere. Number 22 in orange, DiVincenzo, a graduate student from Italy. What a game he's had. We're at the 88th minute. Eagles lead 1-0. Rodriguez kicks it out of play. Approaching the 89th minute. Again, so glad you've been able to tune in here. What an atmosphere to play some soccer under the lights here in the state's capital on a professional soccer pitch. on a gorgeous Tuesday, September night. DiVincenzo comes flying in. Eagles about to cross the finish line here in what is, again, like I said earlier in the broadcast, not a must-win, but a must-get-your-confidence back after getting annihilated by two NE10 teams the previous two matches, losing 7-0 on Wednesday to SNHU, and then a few days later to Franklin Pierce 5-0. Nice slide tackle. Palacios comes up hobbling a little bit, and a corner kick here for the Chargers, their third of the game. Sends one towards the middle. DiVincenzo, fitting that he makes that play to clear it out.
I'll get that when you're done. Don't do anything if you can't finalize. Just grab Marcus. Or tell him like come up whenever you're done with whatever.
And that will do it. The Eagles with a huge victory.
Post Eagles 1.
They hand the Chargers their first loss of the season.
Thank you for coming out to Trinity Health.
And it's the fourth consecutive victory that the Eagles have had against the Chargers all time. They now knot up the all-time record at 5-5. And the Chargers have not beaten the Eagles in 17 years. That's going to continue until possibly the next time that they play. Marcus Botungi with the huge goal at the 62nd minute. We'll interview him as soon as we can. And the Eagles win 1-0 and get back on track and get their first win since September 5th. And they improve to 2-2-1 overall as they are going to get ready for CACC play on Saturday, looking to defend their title, the 5-time CACC champions. And for the Chargers, they are handed their first loss of the season. They fall to 3-1-1 overall. They will commence their NE10 play on Saturday against St. Michael's in West Haven, Connecticut at 7 p.m. For the Eagles, they have Wilmington University. They will travel to Wilmington, Delaware at 2:30 on Saturday. Eagles win it 1-0, and just a huge victory. You cannot understate it. And get their second victory of the season. Marcus Botungi with the goal at the 62nd minute. And the Eagles win 1-0 here at Trinity Health Stadium. So glad you've been able to tune in here tonight. For our entire athletic communications staff here at Post University, want to give them a huge shout out for making the trip over here and making the stream possible. I'm Griffin Cass saying so long from Hartford. We have the interview coming up with Marcus Botungi in just a moment.
Kroll. Little do-si-do. Middle of the 18, cutting back to the left. That shot, and the score! Cutting back to the left, and free kick for St. Michael's. Flicked up the field. Here come the Eagles, trying to stop it. That shot just scoots by Nisbet, and another goal for St. Michael's. Hand up in the air. To the back post. St. Michael's heads it. Deflects back. One-timer. Oh, what a save! Put back in, and she scores! Paulnese sent up the field, intended for Kosiba. She's got it. Touches it right past the defender. One-on-one with Nisbet. Centering pass, the one-timer, and the score! It's Sarah Gormley.
All right, post-university men's soccer defeats the University of New Haven 1-0 here at Trinity Health Stadium. Griffin Castle alongside junior midfielder Marcus Botangi. Marcus, you scored the only goal at the 62nd minute. Just walk me through that corner play.
It came off a corner right before where Sosa put the ball on the back post on the first one, and then we got another one. We were close to scoring on the first one, so I thought, why not try the back post this time as well? And luckily it came there, and I was there to score it.
So a little bit of a rough past two matches. Lost to SNHU 7-0, then Franklin Pierce 5-0. Just how important and how satisfying is it to get this victory against UNH, the number 2 seed in the NE10?
It's definitely not one of the prettiest wins I've been part of, but after this rough period, I think we're very satisfied with this win today.
So again, post the 5-time defending CACC champions, you guys starting your CACC play on Saturday, eyeing your 6th consecutive conference title. What makes this team special?
I think there is a lot of resilience, even though we go through rough periods. I think we can push each other to get back to where we want to be. We're still, in my opinion, nowhere close to where we want to be at the end of the season. So I think trying to get better every day is what we're good at. And yeah, it was the same last year. We struggled here and there in the first couple of games, and then it kind of we solved it along the season.
Marcus, thank you so much for taking some time
Thank
after
you.
the game. Go enjoy the win with your teammates.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.